Hey everyone, thank you for joining me today. Um, this is gonna be a little bit more fun, like I've been doing, I guess, but, this is gonna be, um, again, geared toward movies. I go back and forth between books, movies. I'm gonna do music coming up, so we're mixing it up. So as always, before we get into anything, make sure you're subscribed because everything is gonna be so varietal and so different every time. So I think everybody's gonna like it. And don't forget to turn on post notifications. Don't forget to like this video right away. It helps the algorithm and shows people, hey, people love this. Maybe you might too. And make sure you're sharing with your friends, your family, everybody who you think would enjoy. Yeah, so we're gonna go ahead and get into it. So today I am going to be going through my list of must-see movies this season. So I'm excited. There's a lot this season. I'm very, very excited. So this all started when I actually saw a movie for the first time the other day. And I thought I would kind of lead with that. It's not a new movie, but it's new to me because I've never seen it and I really enjoyed it. So I wanted to go into that experience, and then I also wanted to then move into new movies and maybe you guys might enjoy. Also, sorry if my lighting is weird. I'm trying to get the angle correct here. But it's not really. The lighting is not lighting, but it'll be okay. It's not about that today. It's about the movies. So for the first time, I, a almost 35-year-old, saw the movie Edward Scissorhands. I'd never seen it. I had never seen it before in my life and sat down and watched it and actually really liked it. I enjoyed it. What can I say? It was interesting. And I was like, what the heck? Why not? And turned out that it was pretty good. Pretty whimsical and fun. I don't know, it was something different. And it got me thinking about movies that I haven't seen. And there's not a lot that I haven't seen that's like older. I've seen most of like the major movies that people talk about. I'm pretty good with it. There are certain ones that I didn't want to see, so I didn't, but that's different. But there are movies coming out that are out, I guess I should say, now in theaters that I really want to see, and some that were recently in theaters, so it still counts. So the first one is out of theaters at this point, I believe, but it's the perfect summer movie, in my opinion, what it looks like from the trailers. It is entitled You, Me, and Tuscany with Halle Bailey and Regé-Jean Page. I hope I'm saying that right. Um, and it looks really cute. It's like about a girl who goes to Tuscany and she meets a guy, and I'm like, is that Under the Tuscan Sun? Because I remember that movie coming out when I was younger, and that one I haven't seen. Will say that one I haven't seen, but it didn't really seem like it interested me. But this one, it interests me, so I'm interested to see if it's gonna be good. I don't know. I hope it'll be good. I don't know, by the trailer, it just looks so nice and so refreshing just to see like a nice movie. And, hey, maybe it might be. It's one of those things where, is it worth going to see? And so that's the kind of movie I wait, and I'll just watch it when it's available to stream wherever I can get it. I usually don't like, you go buy it or something. And this kind of leads me, before we go into the ones that I'm really excited about that like are currently in theaters. Um, it brings me to the subject of actually physically going to the cinema. Was always a big fan of it when I was younger. The first movie that I ever went to see that I remember, I'm pretty sure we went to a movie when I was like a toddler, but it didn't go well, obviously. But the first movie I remember going to see, I was maybe about 11, maybe 12, and I went to see Thunderbirds. If you know what, I'm not talking about that weird puppet show that they used to have on TV way back in the day in like the 60s or whatever. This was the remake, the live action remake with Vanessa Hudgens before High School Musical. This was with like the action, the whole thing. This was that movie. I actually, fun fact, my mom, story time, was working in Tupperware. I told you guys in the last video she had a kiosk in the mall near me, and at that mall, leading up to school starting, they had a fun thing with Radio Disney. Shout out again, throwback, because that I don't think that even exists anymore. And they had kids from like toddlers to preteen come together, and they would dance, they would sing, they would get prizes, all different things. It was kind of fun. It was kind of like just different. And I was chosen to not only get two free tickets to the Thunderbirds premiere in my area, which sounds really cool, but it was really just the first day that they put it in the theaters in my area. So it wasn't anything like I didn't get to meet any of the cast or anything. But it was cool. So I also got a copy of Disney Mania 2 when it came out. Now that was cool. I listened to that thing through my teen years, and embarrassingly enough, because I don't trust Disney anymore, I was a big fan. So at the time, it was a big deal. But anyway, I got to see the movie, and I really enjoyed it. Love that movie. It's still really cute. Personally, I think it's one of those ones that's like, you revisit it. It's very good. And I remember, like, that was, if I'm remembering correctly, because there was right after that, I saw the second X-Men movie with, like, a bunch of people. I know my brother was there, and, like, I think one of my uncles went with us or something. I don't know. I don't remember. But I think that was, like, the same time. So I'm counting that one first. The last movie I ever saw, if I'm remembering correctly, because it was after the second Avengers movie, if I'm remembering the timeline correctly. I could be completely wrong. I could be totally off with all this, but I think the last movie that I saw was in like 2018, and I want to say that was Maleficent. I could be totally wrong because I don't remember which movies came out when at this point, and I'm pretty sure Mockingjay was before that, but I could have been Mockingjay Part 2 that was the last movie I saw. But either way, both situations, okay, so, as far as Maleficent, I did not like it. I did not enjoy it. I felt very uncomfy the whole time, was not happy, wish I would have never done it. Mockingjay Part 2 was part of my birthday celebration, and I was excited, and that was great. The movie's amazing, the story's amazing, you already know that. But my experience at the cinema was very lackluster, and I believe I also, in that time frame, went to a different cinema and didn't like it any better, and was very uncomfortable, just did not feel good after I ate all the popcorn and stuff, and now that I don't really eat that kind of stuff, I wouldn't even want to go anyway, because it would just be too tempting for me. Not that I don't like what I eat, but because it's there, sometimes you're like, oh, I'll grab, and then you feel bad. Secondly, I was always the type of person when we would go to a movie, and we did through that time period, through from, this to this, from this experiences that I told you, there were many, many times we went to the movie theater, as a family, or I went with someone, a friend, or whatever. And I always was like, oh, I have to be dressed up. I have to put on the makeup. I have to do the hair. I have to find an outfit. For what? You're literally, quite literally sitting in a darkened room with strangers watching a movie. But I digress. I just, that was something that I wanted. And anytime I couldn't, I was so embarrassed. And so, like, oh my God, I hope nobody sees me. And it was like, why? And there came a point when the last couple of times I went, I did get dressed up because it was like an event that was happening. Like I was, it was special. But I realized like this is really dumb. Like it was fun going to the Catching Fire premiere at midnight for my birthday, and it was fun going to the Narnia premiere in our area and getting dressed up. I dressed up like Lucy and I went and I was like excited and all those things. But I started to realize like as time went on, like it's so much more comfortable and so much more like immersive for me to watch it at home. Because for me, like the running in the back of my mind that I'm in public will always take me out, as they say. For me, I don't like being in that group of strangers watching a movie. I don't feel comfortable reacting. Some people feel the opposite. Some people feel like they have to see it in a cinema with people so they can get that shared experience. For me, I don't want you to see me bawling my eyes out at the Notebook. Like, I'm gonna do that at home. Also, I personally want to be where I can just be comfortable. I want to feel comfortable. And me being dressed and, you know, I feel like I have to sit a certain way. I feel like I have to present myself a certain way. Not because I'm fake, but because I, in my mind, am like, there are people. And I can't let go of that. So for me, I want to see a movie at home. So these movies that I'm going to continue talking about, I should have said this first, but got so excited about that first movie. Like I want to experience it at home. So that's why that one's going to be streaming. I know it's available right now to buy like digital, but I'm not going to buy it. I'm just going to wait and see where it comes out because sometimes they come out on places that I can find and I'll watch it. So we'll see. But moving on to the ones that are in cinemas that I can't wait to come out that I'm probably going to buy on DVD because I know I'm already going to love them. First one, everybody's talking about it, so I'm going to talk about it. Michael, the Michael Jackson movie. I cannot wait. I'm so excited. I am a big Michael Jackson fan. I've literally grown up listening to his music, like in passing, myself, just the whole thing. I remember certain of the later music videos. I remember the video that he did with his sister. I remember the video that he did for the Free Willy movie. We had the VHS with that music video and I would watch it all the time. I just the whole thing, like I remember certain things. So like for me, it's like I'm glad to be part of it. And I've seen like all the documentaries and the movies that they've done already. And I really want to see what this is going to be like. And I also love, in addition to the story, that his nephew is getting to tell the story. I think that's just beautiful that he gets to portray him and just, I don't know, it looks so good. I can't wait. I'm so excited. I can't wait. You know, it also makes me realize, like, I probably, when I was younger, if something like this would have come out, I would have begged to go see it. Like, I don't know, it's just one of those things where, for me, emotionally, I realize I would prefer to experience it at home. So, yeah. So the next movie that I want to talk about, and the final movie that I want to talk about that is in theaters that I want to see is, of course, Devil Wears Prada 2. Saw the first movie when it came out. I was turning 15, so I was all over it. Especially because I was a big Anne Hathaway fan. Like, I loved her in Princess Diaries 1 and 2. And I just was so excited. And I love the character of Andy in the movie so much. And I also think it's really cool that they're bringing the whole cast back. I think that's so exciting. And I love that it's like celebrating what we all loved. I talked about it when I talked about the book and movie differences. I don't love the differences in certain areas, and in other areas I do. I hope that they continue the Emily Andy friendship that happens in Revenge Wears Prada, which is the second book. Again, if you want to hear about those books, check out my review of that. But we already know there's going to be differences because even her boyfriend is different in the movie, which, again, so much better. So much better in the movies, in my opinion. I don't like him in the books, actually. It kind of made me mad that, like, after seeing the movie, I hadn't read the books, and I saw the movie, and I was like, who's this guy? I don't know, it didn't work for me. But, I'm sure we'll have differences there, but I hope they keep that connection between Andy and Emily, because I really loved that, they reconnected and everything, and they got to be friends, and, I thought it was nice. And I hope that they do the next book, because it's very Emily-centric, and I just fell in love with her. Emily Blunt is so good. I love her, and I think that she pulled off this character so well. Like, I don't know, it was perfect. And I know, like, in the books, I talked about it. In the books, like, she's kind of that snooty California kind of girl. But her being British, that's Emily. To me, that's perfect. And I just hope that they continue it and that they use that storyline of the next book in another movie, because I love that about the third book, that you get to follow Emily even closer and, like, know more about her. And I don't know, it's just cool. So I hope. But either way, I'm excited to see it. I want to get it. I want to get both on DVD so that I can watch both of them. I'm the type of person where if there's, like, a movie series, I have to have them all, and I have to watch them all in consecutive order. Because you can't get the full extent of the story unless you watch all of them, right? There was a time when I had to watch the newest one only. Like, I didn't watch the first Shrek. When Shrek 2 came out, I watched Shrek 2. Same with Shrek the Third. But now I have all 4 movies, and I'm like, I need to watch all 4 movies if I'm gonna watch the story. Hunger Games, I have to watch Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes. And then I have to watch Hunger Games, then Catching Fire, then Mockingjay. And now we're gonna bump Sunrise on the Reaping after Ballad so that we can get the full story. It's just the way it is. But yeah, I'm so excited. I cannot wait to see how this is all gonna pan out for this story. I think it's gonna be really cool, and from the interviews that I'm seeing, they're so excited too, which is really cool, because you see that they actually work so well together, and it just blends so well together. I love Meryl Streep. I think she's a great actress, and I love her as Miranda. I think that also changing her character from being like British to that sort of, I say like transatlantic, and I'm probably wrong when I say that because I'm not like a linguist, but that's kind of the vibe that I get, that sort of like very sophisticated vibe, and I love it. Also love Stanley Tucci. I have become such a fan of his because I think he's hilarious in everything I've seen him in. And well, I mean, except for The Lovely Bones, but we won't talk about that movie. Um, I don't know. I just, every time I see him, I'm like, oh, yay. Like when I saw him in Hunger Games, I was so excited, and I fangirl. And like, I don't know, it just works. So I'm excited, and I honestly don't mind that they're gonna change the story because they changed it for the first movie, like I said. So they're gonna have to, like, it doesn't make sense to just all of a sudden go back and like make it like the book completely. So we'll see what happens, and I'm excited, and I can't wait to see the fashion. I can't wait to see, because like the clothes, to this day, the clothes are just so cute. And I know it's like very dated at this point because it's been, 20 years, but which is crazy. But I don't even mind. Like it's cute. And so the new stuff, I can't wait to see what they have, and yeah. So that is all I have for this video. Let me know down below in the comments what movies you're excited to see. Did you see any of these movies? And did you hear of anything else that's really cool that's coming out this season? I know, like I said, Sunrise on the Reaping is coming out in the fall. I cannot wait. I want to see it so bad, but I probably won't go see it, like I said, just because I will probably just wait till it comes out in DVD like I did with the other movie. And then, of course, I'll have to watch them all. So I will let you know, and I might take you along with me. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens. That's a long way away. We don't even know. So for right now, that's what we're doing. And these movies are the ones that are closest and that I'm excited. And I will let you know about those two. I might take you along for those two. We'll see how it works. But until next time, thank you for joining me. And please be commenting down below. I'm really, really interested to hear what you guys have to say. I know, I've gotten a couple comments, but keep commenting. And tune in to next video. Bye.